Rockstar Games' ambition for Red Dead Redemption was to create a world that feels as vast as the West itself. A world that literally stretches on for miles, across valleys, deserts, mountains, and rivers, and over borders. This world would illustrate the struggle for survival that was a part of everyday life on the frontier, as the American West underwent a violent transition from the ways of old to modern times. And Mexico entered a prolonged period of bloody civil war. To help create a living, breathing world, hundreds of characters were created with unique personalities, dialects, and professions. In West Elizabeth, the region to the north, the fast-growing modern town of Blackwater teems with life. A thriving port, it is at the heart of the Industrial Revolution. Head even further north, and you'll encounter lush, mountainous regions with forests, snow, and big game, including bears. To the west, in New Austin, there are dusty plains and plateaus. This was one of the last frontier regions at this time, and it is a dangerous place full of struggling ranchers fighting to survive, alongside rustlers, bandits, outlaws, and con men preying on people's stupidity.
Round up your men, let's get the herd.
Marston can herd cattle, use the lasso to capture and break wild horses, gamble, drink,
Fill me up, partner.
protect ranches at night from rustlers, and hunt. Hunting was a vital means of survival in the West. Animals will prey on one another, or sometimes you or your horse. After a successful kill, animals can be skinned and traded for goods.
Ain't no survivors here, Marshal.
After a bloody shootout, buzzards will appear looking for carrion. Taking one out unlocks sharpshooter challenges. Completion of such challenges unlocks new items for the player.
Hey, gringo. ¿Hablas español?
South of the border in Mexico lies the region of Nuevo Periso, where the large disparity of income between rich and poor has led the people to the brink of revolution. To cover this vast terrain, Marston can travel by horse, or for faster travel, stagecoach or train. The behavior and physics of the horses was a key focus of the game. Players can summon their horse at any time. Upgrading to different breeds will increase speed and stamina. Newspapers keep the player informed of things happening across the world. And at the end of each day, Marston can pitch camp or join another campfire and hear news and rumors from throughout the region.
Fella's gun locked up on him. Grizzly pinned him to the ground with one paw.
This was a world still lit mostly by fire. A world of violence, survival, war. Of the modern world and government encroaching bit by bit. This is what life in the West was like. This is Red Dead Redemption. Red Dead Redemption is a vast, epic adventure in which John Marston doesn't stay in one place for very long. But as players travel across the West and into Mexico, they soon realize that life here is a fight to survive. And there is danger lurking around every corner. While traveling from one town to another, the player may stumble upon gang hideouts, or meet overzealous lawmen attacking anti-government protesters, or just some crazy hermits.
Why don't you stay a while?
Sometimes it's just you in a fight. At other times you may have an army at your disposal. In the West, gangs sometimes overrun decrepit towns. Kill everyone, and it becomes a ghost town. While on the highway, roadside bandits are a threat, and people you meet will ask for your protection.
I've been marooned out here.
Equally, criminals with bounties on their heads can be tracked down for ransom.
Try not to fall off.
Sometimes you may be asked to stop mob justice. In an atmosphere of revolutionary turmoil and social unrest, hangings and shootings are an ever-present reality, And opportunistic criminals are often preying on the weak. How you choose to respond to these events is up to you. You may intervene or walk on by. The deeds you do and the way you dress impact upon your fame and your honor, and how people of the world react to you, either treating you with respect or challenging you to duels. As your fame grows, when you enter a town, local tough guys are more likely to want to make a name for themselves by challenging a man such as you to a duel. Dueling has its own set of challenges. Draw first and you'll have more time, but your shots will be less accurate. Draw later and you'll have less time, but your accuracy will improve. Again, it's up to you to pick the way you want to play. Committing a crime increases the bounty on your head. However, strategic use of a bandana will prevent others from recognizing you and ensure your wanted meter goes down faster. Players can never let their guard down. A seemingly innocent encounter can turn deadly when you least expect it. Life in the West was unforgiving. Violence was a constant presence. From intervening in a roadside execution, to chasing down a stolen wagon, to becoming embroiled in a deadly gunfight. The goal of Red Dead Redemption is to push the boundaries of the open world game. Engage the player with constant action and opportunity, and tell the story of a world losing both its innocence and its freedom.